Hey guys, it's Brian again, coming to you live from the ITS bunker in the middle of the pandemic with apocalypse hair. So today I'm going to discuss with you the updates that we did to my bag since we last spoke. I was kind of hinting at the fact that you should use this time to go back and look at your bags, and meaning like if you got a bug out bag or a bolt bag, whatever you call it, if you have medical supplies, anything with an expiration date or things that need to be refreshed, this is a great time to do it. And I've been kind of taking that opportunity to do that myself. And it took me a long time to refresh the medical stuff, longer than I thought it would. It required a trip to the grocery store without a mask. It's like danger zone, you know. So anyway, bought some new meds. I wanted to go over that too. But just kind of continuing the revamp. This is kind of the module from this TSSI bag that I revamped. This is where I keep all my meds at. And then this is a little lock sack bag that I keep kind of the Dopp contents for in the larger bolt bag. But the first thing I did was I did have some tourniquets on the outside of this med bag, and I replaced them with our tourniquet pouches. So we've come out with these since I last updated the bag. It's been a little while. So this is our solution for the quick deployment of a tourniquet. So those are now on the outside ready to go. So I've got two of those on there now. As you can see, these are prototype pouches with, you know, mistakes made all over the place. I'm not under distress, it's just a bad label. So this is where the little module goes right here from TSSI. I kind of went back through also this bag and replaced a lot of the zipper pulls. I used to have paracord all over the place, and we have now come out with these fancy ITS logo zipper pulls in red, so I use those to update my bag too. But I will, I guess, go over this first since I'm already on it. And as soon as I put this down on this nice loop field, it's gonna stick. So the first thing I'll go through is the meds, and then I'll go through kind of the rest of the stuff that's in here too. So I'm a big proponent of getting super OCD with meds. So I'll go through, and I like these little easy dose pill pouches. These things are amazing. The mill on these bags is really good. They last a long time. And then I go through and actually print little labels for these. I know, super OCD. But I'm actually going to give you guys the document. So we'll link to that in the YouTube video in the description. But if you guys are interested in this little document that I use and the meds that I put together for this, you can download it yourself and fill it out. Just give you the Word document. But so basically the things that I have are acetaminophen, ibuprofen, got Difen, which is basically like Benadryl, Cipacol, Chloraseptic drops for cough stuff, bismuth, which is just what's that called? Pepto, thank you. Pepto. And in the last few years, I have got this weird allergy thing going on. I've never had allergies before, but now I carry allergy stuff with me too. Just an extra bag. And then some, basically I wanted to carry Dramamine just for people that, I don't really get motion sickness, but some people do, so I have that too. So this is, I didn't really explain that, I explained it on another video, but this is kind of my larger aid bag for multiple people. Like, this is just not my aid bag to help myself. This is more family style serving bag, but these kind of are geared that way too. So there's a lot of quantity of some of these meds. So a lot of them are 24 count, some of them are 48. Just kind of what was in the box, and I just kind of put the whole thing in there. So either way, these meds that I have listed in here are a lot of the things that we have in our standalone Boo Boo kit too. They're just on kind of like a larger pill dosage level. So we did an article too on how to repackage over-the-counter meds, and this is where all this stuff comes from. So and then I swear by this stuff, it looks really nasty, I know, but it's blue goo, and I was turned on to this by a friend of mine, Brian, the guy that spelled his name the wrong way, but he had some of this when we were at the Mammoth Sniper Challenge, and I had chafing all over. We've been hiking for days, and I put some of this on, and it was better than any kind of body glide that I've used before. It was just amazing. It cut down the sting of the chafing too. So, but I started putting it on my hands too, and it's just, I don't know, it does wonders, and I swear by it. So I won't spend too long on beauty products. But I also started carrying a pulse oximeter too. These are little cheap pulse oximeters that you can get on Amazon. I think they're like under 20 bucks, and It's probably not the best pulse oximeter, but they're pretty handy to have too. Then I have some of our Kinesis. We carry this. This is not just a pitch. I love this stuff. I've been using it for 15, almost 20 years now. Afrin, don't have to really go into that. It's Afrin, you know what it does. Carmex, I like this stuff too, and I'm not just touting this because I like Carmex. I really don't like it. And I carry just like regular chapstick in my pocket. I don't carry this, but this does really well in the heat and it holds up over time, so that's why I picked this in all my kits, so like you can see it there too. So just bought a 3-pack and put it in my vehicle in these 2 places. This is great for vehicles in Texas because it doesn't get crazy. You put one of those regular lip tubes in the car in Texas and it's gone. 3M Vet Bond is a great alternative for liquid suture type stuff. So this is an adherent basically for pet injuries. So you can, it's basically made to bond skin together that's got fur on it and stuff like that too. So super strong. Some highly desired hand sanitizer. I had a big refill at home. I prepared, so I filled this up. No, you can't have it. Then Visine Dry Eye. I like this stuff too. I like carrying it. And then I got stung really, really bad last summer by a wasp, and I've been stung by a wasp a few times, but this one was like a monster Amazon wasp or something, and I still have a mark to prove it. This is like almost a year ago, and I still have a mark from that damn wasp. So last time I was in the doctor, I said, hey, I need some EpiPens, prescribe me some. So it comes with 2 of them, and it comes with a trainer, which is pretty cool. I didn't bring in the trainer, but kind of neat. Anyway, that's kind of the med stuff I carry. Moving into the little Dopp Kit, you can see I still have some meds in there too. I think Pepto is pretty important to take when you're out hiking. So this is not only the thing that I have in my bolt bag, but it's also kind of very similar contents to what I would have if I was backpacking. So that's kind of the way I gear this. It's more like a backpacking Dopp Kit is what I call it, but I have it in 2 places. I have it in my bolt bag and also have it ready to go for if I'm going on a hike or trip or something like that too. So more of that fancy blue goo stuff. Got some Motrin, Benadryl, Pepto, the important stuff. Got some allergy medication, and this is like dedicated allergy medication. I know I mentioned Benadryl or Difen, but I have both. So I think there's a place and time and place for both. But anyway, Sudafed, and then I like these are little Nalgene bottles, which are awesome. They don't leak, and this is where I keep soap. So I've got soap with me. I've also got a little tiny bottle of hand sanitizer that I put together. And then I like these little towels. They're called light load towels. And they're really only good for about 1 or 2 uses. If you open one up on a trip, you're probably not going to take it again. So, buy a couple of them. But I like these. Again, not getting paid to endorse any of this stuff. I'm just telling you what I use. And then I actually changed this up a little bit from the last time that I went on a trip. And I started carrying an actual tube of toothpaste and a full-size toothbrush. I know, sacrilegious. I used to carry a cut-down toothbrush, and this really doesn't weigh that much. This is a hell of a lot of toothpaste, but I figured it's kind of a bulk bag. I might need it. You never know how long you're going to be brushing your teeth. Also have some repackaged Body Glide. Figure I need that on the trail more than any other place, even though I've got Blue Goo. More Carmex. Prepackaged deodorant, so I take like a deodorant stick and break it down and put it in one of these little things, so all I have to do is like put some deodorant on. And then more dental floss than I would probably need in a trip, but it's there. And then I've got a little mirror. Yes, it can double as a signaling mirror, but just in case you got to, pick a tick out from back there. Yeah. And a little scrubby too. This is kind of more cleanliness related to like my jet boil. So scrub out the jet boil. Again, soap, scrubby, greeny weenie. Anyway, and lock sack bag. That's what it's kind of contained in. But that's kind of the kit. This is kind of, I've done a couple of things to this bag since we last did a video. You can see the meals are now kind of packed in there. I've got my dry bag all squared away. I just need to put the Dopp Kit in there. There's a boo-boo kit. Got the soup ready to go. And then I've got my tea and stuff we talked about last time ready to go, and coffee, soups. Almost knocked the light off the table. That's why we're replacing those lights. Anyway, so that's kind of what I put together. Again, just to reiterate, this is a great time to go through your bags. Hopefully me going through my stuff kind of inspired you to kind of do the same with your kits back at home. So I didn't mention this in the last part, but I was thinking about telling them about, like, you might need a big pack of butt wipes. Just, take out some food or something.